how do you feel about Black Friday is happening so soon now? I feel like they're not as special anymore.
Yeah,
Like I miss like the rumbles that were happening at the store.
You know what's crazy?
The people sleeping at night.
You know what's crazy? It almost feels like Thanksgiving doesn't really exist anymore. Because the Black Friday deals start like right after Halloween. Like it almost feels like they're trying to get you ready for Christmas as soon as Halloween is over.
Yeah,
like it's already like deals here, deals there, and I get it. Like people start buying them during that time, but it's like, like right now, it doesn't even feel like fucking Thanksgiving week. You know, like it just doesn't feel like it for me.
Especially for me, 'cause I'm not working, so normally I will look forward to the 2 days off, but now I'm just off every fucking day.
yeah.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Parallel Discussion. I'm here with my co-host as always,
Turkey.
Hi, Turkey. How you doing?
I'm pretty good. Yeah. Wait, what did you say? I'm high?
You look high.
No, did you say I'm high today?
Hi, how are you doing?
I don't know. You I thought you said, "Are you high today?"
Are you high today? It does sound like that's it, huh? Well, I guess we could just re-listen to this and find out what I said.
Nah, I'm good.
That's what I love about it.
Yeah.
How's everything? I know, guys, we're coming back from almost like a 2-week little getaway. Almost like a week and a half.
I don't know. Every time we skip one, well, we didn't officially skip. It's just like we had a 2-parter.
Yeah, so
it felt like just a week off for me.
A lot has happened in the last
a lot
has happened about over the 2 weeks that we've recorded a podcast.
A lot to the point where I forgot most of it.
I forget what day we're in.
We're a day before Thanksgiving right now.
So it's almost your birthday.
No, not really. No,
not technically, but we call it your birthday because it's Turkey Day. And
Turkey Day. Yeah,
Turkey Day, and
it's the only day you can eat panes con chumpé. You know what I mean?
Pan con chumpé.
Pan con chumpé.
For those who don't know, it's pretty much just like a torta with a sandwich with a turkey.
Yeah. So in Salvador, in El Salvador, they call turkey chumpé. Chumpé.
By the way, do you prefer pan con pollo or you put pan con chumpe?
I like both. To be honest, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't care. I mean, honestly,
because once you have like I think the biggest craving you get is the sauce, the bread with the mayo and all that, then the coleslaw. I don't know what the fuck that curtido like.
Yeah.
All that stuff you put. I think that's what you crave the most.
Curtido's like a form of a coleslaw, right?
Yeah,
like a form. Now, I wouldn't say it is. Well,
yeah, it's sort of
his own Latino version of it.
Yeah.
Because it's pretty much vinegar in it too, right?
Yeah,
I think coleslaw doesn't have vinegar. I think it's like in like cream or something like.
It's kind of like when you crave a homemade burger. Like if you really think about it, the things you crave the most are just the condiments that go with it, and then the burger's just extra.
You know what? I never thought.
Yeah, so that's why
you sometimes have this like logic. What's it called? The way of thinking, the way you say these things. Like I never thought about them like that.
Yeah, because next time when you're broke and you have no meat, just get 2 slices of bread and just put the condiments and then eat it like that. I swear to God, it sounds like shit, but like trust me, you get the same fix out of it, like eating a burger.
Do you have a favorite Thanksgiving meal?
Huh?
You have a favorite Thanksgiving meal besides?
All we really eat in our house, all we really eat is pan con chumpe.
You know what? And I'm excited that I'm able to visit your family this year because
it's very rare.
Really
it's very
looking forward to that.
It's very rare my family cooks anything other than that. Sometimes they have deviated a little bit and just made the actual just turkey and like some mashed potatoes.
Does it ever feel like, because we call you turkey, like does it feel like you're eating like your siblings?
No, not at all. Because I'm a human turkey.
I'm a human turkey.
It's a difference.
Hey, you know what? I now that we're talking about turkey, like, can we go back a little with where you get your name from? Because I met you as Turkey.
I got it back in middle school.
Middle school?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I thought someone gave it to you in high school.
7th grade. I used to be ROTC for a bit. And the guy, the main guy that oversaw the whole thing, he was an older Iranian dude, but he was like a veteran, like a hardcore veteran. Mm-hmm. But this guy was like always like anal about everything. Like he wanted everything to the point. I mean, he was cool. Like he's one of those guys where he gets cool with people like once he gets to know you, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. He gives you a nickname.
Yeah. So check it out. So fast forward, we were trying to do this drill, by the lunch area one time, in my middle school, and
Like, what are you making? Like turkey squats?
no. So he made everybody do a specific thing, and then every time he got to me, he's like, "Dude, you're slow as a turkey." You know what I mean? And that's kind of like where it stuck. And then I remember I had a friend that was in there too, and then he's the one that passed it on because he's the one that heard it. And then he's like he told everybody during lunch, like, hey, within the group, he's like, hey, they called him a turkey today, and they kind of just grabbed on from there.
Yeah. But no one really calls you turkey anymore. I think I'm the only one who calls you turkey, unless like some high school friend comes around, right?
Yeah, it's very rare. Only like very like people I was really close with, like called me that.
Yeah, you know, I've tried calling your name, like your real name, a couple times.
Yeah,
But it doesn't really like resonate to me. Like you know, like it doesn't bug me. I call you. I call you that if I'm trying to introduce you to like someone serious.
Yeah, and I've always noticed every time you introduce me as turkey, like, I guess they think it's offensive to me. Like, and they're like, "Well, don't call them that."
Well,
like,
yeah, because even then, like,
but you're like,
parents,
well,
like,
and then that's when you're like, "Well, that's what they call them." Like, you know,
Yeah,
what I mean?
like,
that's what we always call them.
yeah.
But people think it's like it's hurting me. Like, it's really not.
You
like,
know,
it just stuck.
I never got a nickname, so I was like, I wonder if like people just never wanted to get.
Yeah, you got a nickname.
Yeah, I want to know what that nickname
It's
is.
a little bitch. yeah. But I think that's I know it's not a climactic story, but yeah, it was because of that. It was because I was doing this drill and it's not that. You know, it's not that I didn't know how to do it. It's just like I was new to it. I was kind of nervous. And for ROTC, you have to be like nicely dressed. You have to go in uniform. Like all that shit was new to me. Like
how long were you in ROTC for?
Only that. Only
that
semester.
year?
Yeah, and I went back to PE.
But this was like high school. No, I mean, it's middle school. You said,
Middle
right?
school.
I don't know what middle school had ROTC.
This is around.
Well, at least my high school did. I mean, middle school didn't have it.
Yeah, this is around 7th grade, and I tried it. I think, dude, I don't even remember how I even got ROTC. I think I chose it because again, that friend he made it sound cool. I think I only went because of my friend, and then I didn't like it, and I just went back to PE after. But I got the name out of there.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. I didn't go around fucking telling people my name is Turkey.
How did you feel when the teacher called you a turkey, though?
I mean, it's one of those moments.
I mean, because you're a kid still, so you don't know those meanings. Like, it's like it's a little different when your friends could call you little something like, oh, little Chumpé or something, you know, like. But you know, it's just different when a teacher calls you something.
I mean, it's one of those moments when teachers want to like almost degrade you in front of class, and like I guess that's their smarky way of like showing that they're superior in a way. I don't know. That's how I always felt it. But I didn't take it personal.
Like, you all play like chumps. Like that kind of shit.
Like I really didn't take it personal. It was for me. It was more like I just want to get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? Like,
so that was your first like initial thought, like, oh, you call me turkey. Okay, I want to get the fuck out of here.
No. It wasn't because of that. I just hate it. I really just hated ROTC.
Yeah.
Like I just didn't like structure. I don't like none of that.
So you ended up there because of one of your friends, and then your friend.
I think
did he stay?
Yeah, I think he actually ended up staying.
Do you still keep contact with his friend?
No, that was like an old school friend.
Yeah.
That was actually my group of friends before I transitioned to another group of friends in 7th grade.
What kind of friends did you have in middle school? Like,
before,
were they already rockers? Like, were they
no.
Were they K rockers?
Before I used to hang out with two friends that I met in elementary, and we were pretty cool. And then later, that's kind of like where I moved over to like other people that I met in elementary, but they were a bigger crowd, you know. And I mean, people you know, but you know, there's some people you know in there, and then from there we just created a bond. It was a big group, and we just created a bond, and that bond moved over to high school, and then that's what it always felt like family. Like you know, like I never felt like I was alone or I was a loner. Until later.
Not by choice. Oh, by choice. By choice. Then there was one left.
Yeah, but I think
his name was Lalo.
But that's how that name progressed, and then it just became my name within the group. And I never questioned. But I did sometimes I did sometimes meet people that gave them own selves nicknames. And then it was always cringe.
That was the thing, is that I didn't want to give myself a nickname.
Yeah.
But then again, I didn't want someone giving me a fucking some stupid nickname. You know what I mean? Like, I mean,
that's the point of a nickname. Though.
Like,
you kind of have to embrace.
Like, if they called me El Músico, I would have kept that name or something.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
that's me giving myself a nickname.
You could either embrace it or just not go with it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I remember I met a couple of people like, really? People call you that? Like, and then later you find out they're calling themselves that. It was weird. But you know, if you think about it, that's a time where like kids want to like kind of like form their own identity. You know what I mean? So it makes sense as a kid. You're like, you want to find yourself within a sort of group, and you want to be known as something, right?
Yeah. But now you're known as a little turkey.
Yeah.
Human turkey.
Yeah, human turkey on a podcast.
Yeah, that's cool, man. I mean, I don't think I've ever really heard that story. That's the first time I heard it. I thought it was originally happened from high school.
No.
I thought because we had another turkey apparently that I didn't even know they called him turkey until like later on after I knew.
Dude, no, and that was a crazy coincidence too. There was like two turkeys, and we both knew each other. Like it was crazy.
It's not turkey.
It's funny because at one point I was like, "What's the difference like between our names?" And then one time somebody told me, "Oh, the other turkey doesn't have a Y, doesn't have an E before the Y." I was like, "What the fuck?"
What do you mean? Oh, I see. It's just with a Y.
Yeah, it's a turkey without the E before, and I'm the turkey with the E.
With the
And because I asked them like, "I wonder how like." People would know, like, and then it was either that or it's because they would either say the white turkey or the dark turkey.
So he was dark turkey, right?
Yeah, he was dark turkey.
Yeah,
he's dark skinned.
Yeah, you're pretty light skinned, dude.
I'm pretty light skinned in, under the sun. Yeah,
yeah, that's great. Yeah, dude. Well,
hey, by the way, can I congratulate you?
Oh, can we? Yeah, you can.
Hey, man, congratulations on your PS5, man. You fucking deserve it. That shit looks fucking sexy in your room.
All right, I didn't want to talk about it, but, like, for everybody out there, I lost my work. I lost my job.
No, I'm talking about your PS5.
No, I know.
Yeah.
But this is where I'm going with it. I lost my job about maybe almost 2 weeks now.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I've never been fired from my job. I've never been fired. I've always been loyal to my work. And when it's been time to move on, I move on. But it happened. I don't know where. But I just want to say, like, the reason I'm bringing it up is because I've been wanting a PS5 for a long time.
Yeah. I mean, I think we all have been wanting a PS5
I think,
for a long time.
And, I saw the opportunity that I have to get it. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to really be spending money as much as I used to, but I have the money to get it. I was like, I might as well spend it on all that on that.
Yeah.
And have something myself while I'm still focusing on my school. Oh, by the way, I'm going to school, so that's kind of just keeping me busy. I'm not really.
That's cool, man.
But I don't want to get too deep into it. But it's one of those things that hit you, and you were the first person I talked to about that. So thank you for.
Hey, but either way, like it's not a thing you just buy for like a year. Those things last for like 6 years, almost a decade.
It's funny because when I was paying for it, they're like, "You want insurance for like $80?" It's like, you know what? I'm gonna risk this one. No, if anything, like the PS4 that I got, that I have, it was gifted to me for birthday or Christmas.
Oh, you had that one, the super old. Well, you got it in 2014.
I got
13,
it. Yeah,
14
or 13. I got.
Because I remember I got my first PS4 early 14.
Yeah, I
remember because I had just gotten a job not that long before.
No, I did get it 2013, and I felt bad, dude. It was a gift from an ex-girlfriend, and all I got her was a vape pen.
Yeah. That's when they're barely starting to pop off.
Yeah, that's really when and as a matter of fact, my brother was the one selling them.
Oh,
my older brother was selling those vape pens, and I remember it never worked, and I was supposed to buy a new one, but I never did. Yeah. So.
But the beautiful thing about consoles, man, they last for a cool minute, and dude, that shit looks fucking awesome in your room.
Yeah, but
it's fucking sexy.
You know, when I bought it, I felt so guilty because I was like, I don't even think I want to open it. Like,
nah,
because I was like, I think I'm gonna return it, but I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna just because I bought it. The reason I decided to buy it because when I was at the store, like, I'm gonna buy it, And if I don't want it, I could just return it. And if I just won't open it, right? But then I was like thinking, okay, cool. If I buy it and then I use it, then again, I haven't really played with it, to be honest.
Yeah.
I only played like one game last night when I bought it.
Either way, you deserve it, man. It's just one of those things where you're like, I mean, it's the time, and it's already around the corner for your birthday anyway. And
so
Christmas.
It was like my birthday gift and my Christmas
like,
gift to myself.
It's like your culmination gift. Like, hey,
because I every year I do I treat myself for a little something.
Yeah, that's good.
But so and then like
but I still wish you would have told me that you were kind of going this way, so I wouldn't have to buy God of War.
Okay, so Turkey wanted to buy God of War. And he had asked me, "Hey, buy a PS5." So he could buy God of War for a PS5. And
no, I was already expecting there to be a bundle, so I wouldn't even have to buy it. You would just have to buy the bundle.
Well, then you will be in my room all fucking.
Well, I mean, that was the point. I was like, dude, just buy it because you're gonna buy it anyway. I know you're gonna buy it. Just get the bundle because you're gonna get God of War. I don't have to spend the $60.
Well, I think we talked about how like it's hard that it was. It's hard. It was hard to get. It's hard to get a PS5.
Super hard.
And then I don't even think it was as hard because I think it's not as hard now as it was a couple months ago, but I was on the app and I told you, and I was just like navigating the app just to see what Black Friday deals they had because I've been wanting to buy a vacuum because I'm always borrowing your vacuum. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna see how much the vacuums cost. And then I just decided the first thing I did was type in PS5, and then we live really close to Best Buy, so I was like, available for pickup only at the store only or whatever, in store only, and I was like, this bullshit, like I'm gonna go check it out. So I just like decided to drive out there, and I was actually pretty hungry, so I was gonna grab lunch anyway. So dinner. So I was like, I might as well just drive that area and just check it out. And then the guy goes like, oh yeah, we still have some. And I was like, all right, cool. Like, can you hold it for me? I'm gonna go pick up a control, and I'm gonna come back. And I looked at the games, and I walked back, and I'm like, I didn't see any games I liked. So I grabbed the control, and then he goes like, oh, don't worry about it. I was like, thank you for saving it for me. He goes like, no, don't worry about it. We have a lot back there.
Dang.
So if anybody wants the best, but
in a way that kind of gives you a little hope that things are coming back together a little bit.
Yeah, you would think so. You hope so, because I mean the chips were like one of the things that they were holding back, but also I think it was also like they don't
strategic thing.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
I mean, if you think about it, some of these earlier PS5s were selling like $2,000, $3,000. It got crazy.
I think my brother bought his off StockX for like $800.
Oh, that's not bad. 800 is not bad.
800.
It's still
and
reasonable.
It came with a bundle.
Yeah, it's still reasonable, 800,
yeah.
but it's stretching it a little bit, but it's still reasonable with taxes and all. But people were paying over like $1,000 too, at one point.
Yeah, exactly.
And they were just getting the regular digital one.
And they're like, no, and also remember, I think at one point earlier last year, no, I think I had just moved in with you. It was like, like around July, you had asked me, oh, hey, I actually got you a PS5. It's in the cart. You just want to get it. I was like,
oh yeah. Nah. There was a couple times. Yeah.
Dude, when I had a job, I never got it. Now that I have no job.
Yeah. Nah, but like I said, you deserve it, dude. Like it's things like that. You got to realize,
Thank you. I mean, if you want to play, dude, I charge $20.
That's why I keep eyeing it when I'm talking. Because I am gonna be in here playing.
I mean, I will tell you, you're more than welcome to come in and play. Honestly,
I know.
To me, honestly,
I know I'm more than welcome to.
Like to me, I wouldn't like the only thing. I think another reason why I was gonna get it, and I had talked about this with AZ's Best.
Shout out to AZ's Best.
Shout out to AZ's Best. He's already back from Hop On, but he's already back from Hop On. We tried bringing him on, but whatever. Long story short, well, there's no story to it anymore. Yeah, my PS4 was ejecting the games like randomly sometimes. So
you've always had that issue.
Yeah, I always had that issue, and I've always tried to people told me, hey, is this? No, I tried everything. Yeah. I could be playing a game and then it'll just eject the game and I'll be pissed off.
Yeah.
So I just you know what? I'm just gonna do it. Whatever.
Not that long ago, I wanted to buy a bundle. It was the something Horizon. It was the Horizon Dawn. I forgot what the fuck the name of the game is. I wanted to buy that one, but I was like, nah, it's too much risk on my side for now. I wanted to, I was hoping to get a similar one to this one, but then at the same time, I was like, I just got a new PS, because I got a new PS4 like early, like in the 2020, like during the pandemic.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it was.
Also, when you have now, it's new.
It's a Pro. It's a PS4 Pro.
Oh.
So I'm not saying it's
What happened to the old one?
I still have it. It's in storage.
Yeah,
but the old one was literally like a jet plane. It was like, you know what I mean? Like it was on his last days. But yeah, I had recently gotten a PS4 Pro, and you know I haven't put in much crazy hours on it, so it's essentially new. You know, so and then I really got down to it, and I was like, I could wait a little longer. You know, I still want a PS5, but I could wait a little longer for sure. So I had to go that way, getting the God of War for PS4.
So if I told you they have more PS5s available, were you down to get it? Would you be down to go get it?
Not now. No.
PS5s, I mean.
No.
So if I told you can't come in my room.
I mean, I'm going to be in here no matter what.
By the way, I bought an extra control. So
I know you did.
So
I know you did.
Yeah, I bought extra control.
I know you did.
I was thinking about you, to be honest. When I bought the extra control, I could have just stayed with one control.
Yeah.
I mean, but I was like, I'll get the extra control.
Appreciate it.
Appreciado.
Yeah. You should buy games. Actually, you don't have no games.
See, all the PS4 games that I have are reversible with this game, so I don't have to. I'll buy when the time is right. I'll buy another game.
Gotcha. Actually, the PS subscription is interesting now. Have you seen the tiers?
I have not. You know how you were talking about how you just like canceled your PSN, your PlayStation Network.
Yeah.
I forgot that man was already due, and then it charged me. So
so that was an extra $60.
So that was an extra $60 that I shouldn't be spending. So, but
$40. It should be $40.
I don't know.
Huh?
No, it's because the thing is that I'm so dumb. I should
right
wait
now
till the Black.
right now there's a discount.
But mine it happens like the week before the fucking discounts start happening.
No, I think I saw it online. It was $40 with a discount.
No, but
Black Friday.
Annually regenerate.
Really?
So it just
I see what you're saying.
So it just doesn't. I always forget about it.
Yeah.
And then I think it came off a card that's not even like working anymore. So I don't know how the fuck they got that. They got that to work. But yeah, actually, that's an interesting topic I want to ask you. It was about how do you feel about like Black Fridays happening so soon now? I feel like they're not as special anymore.
Yeah,
like I miss like the rumbles that were happening at the store.
You know what's crazy?
The people sleeping at night.
You know what's crazy? It almost feels like Thanksgiving doesn't really exist anymore.
Right?
Because the Black Friday deals start like right after Halloween. Like it almost feels like they're trying to get you ready for Christmas as soon as Halloween is over.
Yeah,
like it's already like deals here, deals there, and I get it. Like people start buying them during that time, but it's like right now it doesn't even feel like fucking Thanksgiving week, you know, like it just doesn't feel like it for me.
Especially for me, 'cause I'm not working, so normally I will look forward to the 2 days off, but now I'm just off every fucking day. So I mean, I think I just that's one of the things I just saw like all these like Black Friday this, Black Friday that, Black Friday this. As a matter of fact, I think Vans had like $20. They were thinking they were like $20 for Vans shoes.
Damn,
and people were stocking up.
Wow.
And then I'm pretty sure they're gonna resell them later on, but like sell them at least for $50, and you still come up $30.
Hey, but do you think at one point it becomes too ridiculous? Like you're buying so much shit, like you do kind of.
I feel bad just spending, but for whatever it is I have to spend on Black Friday for a $2 movie. Dude, as a matter of fact, on my movie collection, like all the shit I used to buy on
on Black Fridays.
Black Fridays.
Yeah,
that's why. But this was like when. Before Blu-rays were a thing, so I will collect a lot of like regular DVDs, and then that's why I have so many now. And and they're worth nothing though. So,
no, I got you.
But I mean, the reason why I was bringing that, like, I mean, because you have a good point with Thanksgiving doesn't feel like Thanksgiving anymore.
It doesn't. It really doesn't.
And
for me,
well, at least for me, like Thanksgiving never was really one of those holidays where I look forward to. Yeah, it was nice.
Plus, the origin of it is kind of weird and dark.
Yeah, exactly. So
we're celebrating pretty much an ambush. You know what I mean? Because supposedly apparently, according to the story, is like pilgrims gathered all these Indians together. Well, to them, indigenous people, but they call them Indians. They gathered them to a dinner. Yeah, and it became an ambush and they killed them all.
Yeah.
That is the craziest shit ever, and we're celebrating that shit. It's fucking crazy.
I mean, it's like Columbus Day. Like we canceled that shit, and this is still going on. You know, like
yeah.
So I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, Thanksgiving is Thanksgiving, but to me, like Thanksgiving was. I remember like when we used to have like the Thanksgiving dinner. We used to have like around 6, 7. We all finish like around 9,
and
10.
Everybody leaves to the stores,
and then everybody goes to the stores, right?
But even that, it's like you're giving away your family time to go to a fucking store.
But then again, also it should feel a little more.
And people are weird at those stores when you're buying shit. Like people get weird. I'm like,
really
I mean, like you're getting mad because you want to buy this first. You know what I mean? Like it's just there has been some crazy scenarios at those during those sales.
Like back in the day, like the TVs were the first thing to go to. Now there's just so many TVs to pick out from, and they're all special.
Yeah, I remember everybody used to fight over the TVs.
Yeah,
that's kind of like when the flat screen started becoming popular. Remember, like
the fucking TV. Just the fuck. I used to have the TV that I gave you. That TV cost me about maybe $1,100.
I appreciate it.
It's a Sony Bravia.
Very much appreciate it.
I bought that shit with one of my first paychecks.
Dude, this shit still looks crisp.
Yeah, I bought that one of my first paychecks like back in 07, 08, whatever. Yeah. And
I very much appreciate the efforts of those years.
Yeah. And then like it hold on for so long and you needed a TV. I was like, dude, you have this one. I got this other one.
I mean, you just had it right there anyway.
Yeah, they had it right there.
You just had it on the side.
Yeah, so that and then, like those TVs were expensive now. Like you go on a Black Friday, you could buy a TV like a fucking 50, 60 inch for like $500, $600. Maybe even cheaper than that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know exact numbers, but
like $200-$300.
Yeah,
you could buy a decent TV.
You don't even people. Yeah, of course, you want to get like the whole
dude. And if you
5K curve, whatever.
And if you want to go a little cheaper for like a better type of TV, go to Amazon. Amazon always like their Fire TVs. They're decent, but their price margins are really low because it's Amazon. You know. Yeah. So it's pretty legit, you know what I mean? Like,
I wonder if there's like someone out there who just buys a new TV every year. You know, like
I'm pretty sure there's people.
like a new car of the year, like every fucking.
I'm pretty sure there's someone out there that does that. Yeah, there's a lot of people that do that with their cars, with a lot of stuff.
That's why I think maybe the best time to always like buy something new is either around this time. Someone told me the best time to buy like new tires is around this time.
But it's like the worst to wait in line.
Well, it depends though. Like you can order them online and just get them installed.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, you have to go in person and get them installed because you could only get them there because they ship them there.
No, but I think Costco also does like online and like like does like Black Monday, all that stuff.
Yeah, but I don't think they mail them to you.
What's it called? Cyber Monday.
Yeah, Cyber Monday.
I think that's when everything just started kind of like expanding more to a longer.
Before Cyber Monday used to be for only electronics, but then now it's like just because everything is online, that just means that's Cyber Monday. So like anything
goes. Yeah. Anything that's sold at stores and shit or Amazon. Amazon changed the game for that. Like, and I think because it started with Amazon, right? And then like it moved on to like actual stores selling through their own websites.
Apparently, they want to get down to like a 1 hour delivery at one point.
Yeah, I think we talked about that.
That's crazy though.
Because we're talking about the whole like drone delivery.
Imagine just ordering something and just getting it an hour later. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I just personally like going to the store.
Yeah.
You know? Like if I had the option to get the PS5 on the store and get it delivered, I would have just still gone to the store anyway because I'm just like I want it then and then.
There's certain things I would love to go in person for.
You know, I was actually tripping out because I'm talking about the PS5 because I think it was last year when people were actually getting PS5s and picking them up. People were getting jumped outside.
Shit, for real?
Yeah, so I was tripping out because I had parked like literally I didn't want to look for parking. So the first spot that I could find in any row, I just took it. So I was parked like in the back rows, and then it was like, and I don't know if you've been to that Best Buy there where we went last time. Yeah. At night, it's pretty dark. Like their lights are not even. They're like almost so yellow. Like they're so like the light is. You know how it gets really yellow and it looks very dark.
Yeah.
I was walking like by myself with the control and the console, and I'm like, oh my god, dude, I'm gonna get Joe for this shit right now.
Luckily, if it was me, the only thing they'll catch is these hands. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're gonna. Yeah. Nah, dude.
I'll
simple,
fuck. I'll
quick
fuck that.
bat to the back, and then that's
kick
it.
to the net. You know what I mean?
Dude, before you know it, you're gonna be starting like doing the karate moves and shit.
Yeah. I'll fucking go. I'll go Kung Fu Panda on those fuckers. You know?
Kung Fu Turkey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, have you been keeping up with the World Cup?
Not really. I only saw a few. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody already knows the crazy game of fucking Argentina, Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. I want to start. Before we go on to that, I want to start real quick with like what's happening up to date. So the World Cup started on Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Qatar, Ecuador. Ecuador, obviously. I think Qatar was Qatar, whatever you call them. They're the first team the home team hosting the whole World Cup that loses their first game.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So everybody who's hosted that either has tied or won.
Oh, okay.
So
it makes sense. You want to defend your.
It's crazy because all these Saudi Arabian teams they actually took longer to prepare. They actually they took longer to prepare just for the World Cup.
Gotcha.
And they're pretty well. I mean, they lost 2-0, so it's not that bad.
But I have a theory about Saudi Arabia, Argentina. After you finish.
So we'll move on to the next game. It was England, Iran 6-2.
Yeah, makes sense.
That game was makes sense. But that one was wild too. I know when Mexico played Iran back in 2006. I think it was 2006. I think we tied I think we won by 1 goal. So but then again, it's Mexico in 2006. So Senegal and Netherlands 2-0.
Yeah.
USA and Wales. Was it Wales? Is it Wales?
Wales.
Wales. USA and pretty much that
tied,
game,
right?
Yeah, 1-1. I think it was a fair game. Gareth Bale came back, giving us that LAFC title. Then Gareth Bale scores on that penalty shoot, on the last 10 minutes. I think that was good. Argentina, Saudi Arabia. That one was wild. I actually got crazy. I got up at 2 a.m. to watch that, and worth. I fell asleep early. I think I told you from 9 to 2, so I slept a good 5 hours and woke up at 2. That game was wild, man. That game was unexpected. I remember seeing. I think Argentina got they scored the first goal within the first 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Then they got 3 VAR for the World Cup right now. It's whatever you do in the box, in the penalty box, you can't pull. You can't pull shirts. You can't do nothing. That's what happened in Mexico.
That's super strict.
They're fucking really strict. Anything that goes, even if there's an offside rule where if your goalie comes out the goalie box and just towards the end, and then your defenders are still back, your offside line starts with the goalie, and that's what happened with I forgot what gaming it was, but they called an offside on one of them.
Yeah.
And but that game was wild. It was really good. What do you think about the Argentina losing? I think it makes our group a little more complicated. Way more complicated than it should have.
I think they're going to take their anger on Mexico.
That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah, because because there's already a rivalry between Argentina and Mexico.
Yeah, especially because we fucking got eliminated the last 2 World Cups, and that's it. Except for the Brazil one.
Yeah,
for Brazil.
I mean, they got pretty much humiliated a little bit during their first match with Saudi Arabia, and I got a feeling they're there's no way we're gonna fucking lose to Mexico.
That's the thing. I mean, they're coming with a loss. Think about this table. Mexico tied against Poland 0-0, which could have gone a little bit of both ways, but thank you to Santo Memo. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. That fucking save was wild.
That actually gave me flashbacks to fucking
I think he also stopped another penalty against
previous World Cups.
Yeah, he stopped another penalty. I forgot where it was.
Yeah.
I can't remember all the World Cups. But yeah, so the table should right now, the way I thought about it right now, it should have been Argentina first, Mexico's second or third because Poland would have tied. I was looking for a tie.
Yeah.
If Argentina won, I was just looking for a tie so we could tie against Argentina and then beat Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
But now I'm scared of Saudi Arabia. So every fucking team, every fucking game.
I think every Middle Eastern team has an advantage because they're used to the heat.
I wonder how hot it is though. I wonder because
the only thing
it is supposed to be like a little like lighter, like it's not supposed to be that hot.
Apparently, it's still fucking hot out there.
Yeah,
yeah. Apparently, fucking Qatar is because they're very. I don't want to say that they're new. It's just like they still got a lot to go. That's why I feel like they lost their match. Iran still gave a fight 2-6, but I mean they're going up against England. England has fucking history. You know what I mean? They got pretty good players and. With Saudi Arabia, I just think they just took advantage of them just being used to the climate, I feel.
I see the thing is that I don't think the climate really did anything because Argentina was doing fine. I mean, but even then, Saudi Arabia looked fucking tired.
Because when I saw when I was seeing Mexico play, dude, they were just fucking sweating their asses off.
No, like, because if you see that Saudi Arabia game, like, Saudi Arabia looked tired every fucking 10 minutes. Like they were like I think they had to make like 2 changes within the first half.
But it could have been.
Well, one of them I think was like one change because someone got injured. I think.
But it could have also been like one of those matches that it was like spontaneous match, spontaneous win. You know,
I think
sometimes you just get those wins where you know even though you're trying hard, you can't do anything about them. You know what I mean? Like something was wrong there on the Argentinian side.
Yeah. So,
but I mean that's always been the talk with the whole Argentinian team. Like they're either on it or not. You know, it's kind of like Mexico. Like they're either on it or not because it's a hit or miss sometimes.
Yeah, but Argentina had been coming off a 36 game streak. So it's just for them.
There's a lot of factors in there.
Yeah, so I mean, it does take a big dynamic because you take a loss at the World Cup. Yeah. You didn't take a loss at a fucking pregame. I mean, at a fucking preparation game or a friendly game, what you want to call it. But it does throw you off. So for Mexico right now, the best bets is for you have to either tie or win, and you have to hope that Saudi Arabia beats Poland, so we can take that second spot. And on the last game, Saudi Arabia, hopefully we get fucking win. You know what I mean?
It's gonna be interesting, yeah, because today even fucking Spain obliterated fucking Costa Rica 7-0.
Yeah, I was gonna go to the next games before we go. I think Tunis and Denmark they tied 0-0, which I'm surprised that was a 0-0. I could have seen Denmark going up on that one.
At least 1-0, huh?
Yeah. France, Australia. Well, France is looking really good. They at first they were a little bumpy because they were going down 1-0.
But just think how much talent France has.
France just has some. They're a fucking they're a world class team.
That's crazy.
You can. Who was this? Croatia? Yeah, Croatia and Croatia tied. With Morocco. I think was it Morocco? I forgot what team it is.
Croatia.
Croatia.
They're pretty up there sometimes. So
yeah, dude, the one that another upset, Japan, Germany.
Oh yeah, I saw that. They beat Germany.
Yeah, that one was wild. It kind of reminds me of the last world. No, not the last.
The two ex Nazis going at each other, huh?
yeah, there we go.
The two Axis powers.
the last. It kind of reminds me of kind of like the last World Cup where was it? What was it? What was the World Cup where Mexico beat Germany? And then they're the ones.
That was the last one, Russia.
That was the last one? Yeah. They did terrible, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. It reminds me of that one. Then Spain beating Costa Rica 7-0. That was.
Damn, that's I don't know. It's weird. It's like these scores. Some of these scores are very polarizing. They're either one side or the other. You know,
my homie was like saying like, "Yeah, dude, this World Cup is pretty much a wild card."
It's crazy. Everything's in the air right now.
Yeah, like this is only the first games of the first groups. You know, we're not even done with the first stages yet. You know, like
once it hits the bracket mode, it's gonna get intense.
No, literally the next game is gonna be more intense because once you find out who's either going who potentially be first, or maybe even get a second spot. If you still have some power to get in on the second spot, then that's really when it's going to be tough.
Who won from Canada, Belgium?
So that's another surprise too that I thought
Canada won, huh?
So Canada was doing real good. They were doing really good.
Yeah.
And I think they deserved a tie, but Belgium won.
Oh shit.
1-0.
Okay.
Then we still got more games tomorrow, which is Suiza, Cameroon, Uruguay, Korea, Portugal, Ghana, Brazil, and who is this? I don't even know. There's sometimes the abbreviations. I forgot who the fuck they are. But yeah, Brazil plays tomorrow. So by Saturday, we'll kind of have a little more view of the first.
It's only a month long, right? The tournament's a month.
So it should end like around almost Christmas.
Yeah, before Christmas.
Yeah, so almost Christmas. So this is a crazy ass fucking. Yeah, dude. Argentina Mexico plays on Saturday at 11
a.m.
Crazy, dude. I mean, the first two groups are already gonna know what's up after that.
Hey, all I gotta say to the Mexican team: don't rely on Memo though. You know what I mean?
Well, no, but
he comes in handy, but just don't leave it up to him.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Never leave it up to him or defense.
Hey, yeah, but when I saw Vega crying on the national anthem, I was like, oh, me not going.
Oh yeah, because this is his first World Cup, bro.
I know, dude. I was like
he's happy he's out there, you know.
I was like,
and I kind of low key want him to get the first goal for Mexico though.
Oh, dude, that would be nice.
Epic, dude.
Yeah, we should get one for Memo there. Just might as well.
Yeah,
maybe not during this World Cup podcasting time.
Yeah, that'll be sick though. First goal from Alexis.
Yeah. Dude, I think he had like one or two chances like in there. I didn't like Henry Martin, but he had like one or two. I think he had like one clear one that could have gone in.
Yeah. Plus, either way,
but I would prefer for him to stay instead of Raul coming in. Raul is just not. I don't know why. I mean, he
gets wobbly legs towards the end. Always,
yeah, because he had a chance. He had almost a clear chance to even pass it on and have Antuna.
He gets
score.
A little selfish,
and even then Antuna
got a little selfish too. Yeah, I saw that last play he did.
Yeah, the one he could have actually
easily
drove in a little more, but it's okay. Charlie Rodriguez kind of disappointed me a little bit too. I wish that fucking Herrera was a little younger too. El Guapo Herrera. I wish he would have stayed a little longer, but he's just already kind of old, where he just gets tired too quick. I feel like they're gonna put Guardado in the next game. I think they're gonna put him in for like maybe another like they did with Herrera.
Yeah,
put him in there for like the first maybe 60 minutes, and then take him off for the second half. But I don't see it. I don't see him going off full 60. What I would do, I would put Herrera in there and then put Guardado in there in case you are winning against Argentina.
Yeah. And plus, to all those players that are still in Liga MX, this is your perfect chance to really get in there and kind of showcase yourself worldwide.
Well, for any team, for any team playing for MLS
because mainly like most of these players go out to Europe after World Cups. Because a lot of
I think Vega's gone, bro. I think he's gone.
I think someone's gonna get him.
From what I hear, Chelsea's already looking at him. From what I've seen, and I don't blame him if he leaves Chivas.
That's what I'm talking. But that's what I'm talking about. If they execute this World Cup, like even if they don't like get too far, but they show some of their skills, like damn, you could really learn how to come in on certain points.
Yeah,
this is the perfect chance to get scouted by Europe.
Yeah, so it's man, this World Cup is wild. It's a wild cup. Pretty much. So I'll call it the Wild Cup. I can't. I'm really scared about Saturday because, I mean, think about this. Mexico could potentially eliminate Argentina Saturday. Yeah. Like, officially, like, literally, like, let's say they win. There's no way you're getting 4 points on one game. Yeah. You know, that's it. Potentially, if Mexico wins, they get 4 points, and Argentina, even if they win their last game, they only get 3 points.
Yeah, but that's what's going to make it tough for Mexico too, because Argentina's like in claw mode, like they got to claw back to life in a way. You know what I mean?
But this is why I brought up the time where Mexico beat Germany. Germany didn't even qualify to the next round. I feel like this could happen too.
Yeah,
you know, like. I feel like it happened again, like where they eliminate a big team.
Yeah,
but then again, I mean Germany
and it's
also not looking good again. So
it's funny too because all the major prediction brackets people made up, Argentina's at the very end with they're always they're always at the top.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's kind of weird that everything's kind of not playing that way.
You know what I noticed though about the World Cup? you could be whatever team it is you want to be now. There's just so much talent there now.
Yeah.
There's no favorites. Like there's no favorites. Yeah, it's nice to say that this place team playing very well, and you have your normal Brazils and your France and whatever always passing on to the next round. But now lately, like those big teams get knocked out early too. So Spain happened to Spain too a couple of years ago, where they didn't even qualify to the next round. They had a terrible World Cup. Yeah. So Spain did amazing.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens with this World Cup. But just closing thoughts on what do you think about the Black Panther? You saw it. I haven't seen it. I was supposed to go see it, but I ended up getting really drunk. So
I just thought the narrative was a little weird.
Hey, can I ask you something? Yeah. This is just off like what I'm getting off of memes. It might be a spoiler to people, but it's a spoiler to me already.
I'm gonna spoil it anyway.
Was there a funeral for the old Black Panther?
But it's very brief.
So so this is the meme that I saw, because this is what I got. That there was a funeral for the old Black Panther.
Yeah.
And there was none of the Avengers right there.
Yeah.
It was like when Tony Stark died, like there was all these.
Well, the way they made it look in the movie, they made it look like it's private. And for some reason they put him up, like the ship took him up. I don't know where the fuck. That's the thing, because in the movie, I'm gonna spoil everything, so I don't give a fuck.
Well, before we go in there, you want to spoil that, or you want to start from your general view?
No, I can finish this and then I'll go to my general view. But yeah, the spoiler alert: if you don't want to fucking listen to it, you're gonna watch later. Stop listening now. Nah, at this very moment.
Please come back and finish it. Yeah.
Yeah. So very brief. It didn't even feel like a funeral. It was almost like, I don't know. I guess they were trying to make it sentimental, but for me, it felt like just still the movie. It didn't feel like an homage to him. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
In the beginning, usually when you see the Marvel animation come in, where it says you seeing like parts of movies, the Marvel movies, and then parts of scripts and shit like that. Like and it's, at the end, it says Marvel. It was just purple and quiet.
Oh shit!
So I guess that was like their moment of silence for him.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was their like, this is our moment of silence for T'Challa, or what's his name, Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah. And
then the movie started, and then the ceremony in the movie, it felt very brief. It didn't even feel like it didn't I didn't feel the magnitude of it. Mm-hmm. It just felt like it was part of the movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I guess once you watch it, you'll understand what I'm saying. But in the ceremony, it looked private. Only people from Wakanda were there. And not a lot of people from Wakanda either, which is weird, because during the ceremony, when it becomes Black Panther, like everybody from around the like the nations that are around Wakanda, they come and visit him.
Oh, okay.
To see who's going to be the next Black Panther.
Did they show how?
But for the ceremony,
did they show why he died or anything like that?
They made it feel like it's a disease, like something that happened.
Well, he did die of the disease, right? I think he had a colon cancer or something.
I don't know, but they made it feel like it was cancer or something. Like, I guess something that he actually died from. Mm-hmm. But you can see there was a point in the movie where his sister was trying to, like, I guess they ran out of the flower, the purple flower, the one they give the drink to.
Yeah.
And apparently she was like fucking with the DNA to see if she could get the exact copy to replicate the flower so they could save him, because apparently that flower would bring him back to life. And she couldn't. I don't even know how they ran out of the flower. They don't even explain that. Like, you just don't have it one day.
You know what I mean? Out? Like what?
Something you guys have been like protecting for years, and all of a sudden you guys don't have anymore. I just thought it was weird. And then they don't show him struggle, or there's no scenes of him even being sick or anything.
So you're going.
So they're trying to keep that away from you. They're just trying to see what's happening behind that. Mm-hmm. And then at the end, the mom comes in and she's like, the daughter, like his sister, already knows that he didn't make it. Oh, okay. And I guess she takes that. They take it like fuck, like it gets weird. And then, but yeah, the ceremony was very, I guess, intimate. It was just very just people that I guess just knew him. But yeah, no Avengers showed up or anybody like that, which is
yeah. Which is what I wanted to know. I didn't know that. I knew they were going to do something like to like bring him on, like to put like a little like you can't just get rid of him. You know, you just can't be like, oh, why is there a new Black Panther? You know, you kind of have to show like a little story.
Yeah, you could tell like the guy who wrote. I guess it was the same director that he wrote it. I guess they had trouble figuring that out too.
Yeah, I mean it's hard, dude. That's hard.
You could tell like they didn't. You could tell they didn't really know how to continue the story without him.
Yeah,
like just keep him out of the picture.
And then, but they had no scenes recorded with him beforehand, huh?
No, so and even if they did, I don't think they would have lined up with the script that they had to do without him. So I think once he died, they had to rewrite the whole script.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because I don't think whatever they had when he was alive was gonna work with the script of now.
Yeah, it's kind of like if I would have done this podcast by myself, it would have not worked out. Without
you will in the future. I'm preparing you. I'm preparing you for so you could grow your little wings on your feet and just, you know, one day you take over this reign and then it's gonna be a solo podcast for you.
So what's your finale rating on this movie? We're always gonna do 1 to 10.
I'm gonna be honest, dude. Like a 7.
7, solid 7.
Maybe
so we're pretty much like back
solid,
to like
solid 7 back to the 6.
So you're pretty much back to the Black Adam.
So something between 6.5 and 7.
Okay. So it's pretty much every fucking superhero movie.
It's a weird movie though. Like even even when I finished watching, I'm like I already knew I'm never gonna watch this movie again.
Yeah,
because in the first one I actually liked it.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was pretty new, like something new, like within the Marvel thing. You know what I mean? Like I was like, oh, okay, they're trying something new, you know? And I actually enjoyed it, even though I was forced to watch it at my job at the time. Like I watched it in every fucking language. I literally watched it like in every single language. Yeah. And
did you understand it?
I was always into it.
Yeah. Oh, really?
I was always into it. Like it was a good movie.
Yeah.
But part 2, the Wakanda Forever, was just, I don't know what the fuck happened.
Do you feel like they left it in a scene where like there's gonna be more?
Yeah, but it's hard to explain, bro, because it's almost like they don't. It feels like when they write something, they don't really write something knowing what they're gonna do later. You know what I mean? Like it's almost like let's go with this and see where it goes.
Oh, okay.
I guess they're preparing all these villains from Phase 4 to some point. I don't know. It's just weird. But I got a weird message from this one though. Like it's almost like let's pin these two races against each other. Like it was weird. It was like the Hispanics and like black people going against each other, and you feel like this weird race tension. And
really,
that's what I felt. And I was like, and at the end, like I guess they're gonna turn their back to the white man. You know, I don't know. It was like it has a lot of undertones to it. It's fucking weird. Yeah, I don't know. I guess a lot of people will take that differently.
I think you did tell me about that. About how they put like the
Mexicans
underneath the water.
I just thought it was weird. Yeah, I just thought it was weird how like they're pinning up like cultures like that against each other. I know I'm reading too much into it, but like you can't ignore it in this movie. It's so obvious.
I have to see it. I don't know. I mean, and then again, I never capture a lot of those dark undertones you talk about because I'm just like there for the action, if anything.
Yeah.
And I don't even like action movies. I just like movies whenever I like them.
Yeah. It was definitely a weird movie.
Yeah.
Would I recommend it? I probably won't, but I mean, I won't stop you.
There hasn't been a movie you recommended lately, huh?
Yeah, I won't stop anyone from being like, hey, I'm going to go to the theater. What do you think? Go for it. You know, like you got to go find out on your own, you know?
Yeah, you invited me to that, and it's not that I didn't want to see it. I was just pretty busy.
You're always busy,
even
when you're fucking.
Even when I'm unemployed, I just can't be at home for too long. You know. Yeah, but okay, so solid 7. And then I wanted to move on to another thing.
6.5 to 7, somewhere in the middle.
I wanted to move on. So one of our beloved characters passed away. J.V. Dixon Frank.
That dude committed the suicide, huh?
Yeah, known as Tommy Oliver from the Power Rangers, as the Green Ranger, the White Ranger. I think the Dino Thunder. I mean, is it Dino Thunder? Some other Dino. He was like, even my most memorable, I think, Ranger he had was where he had like it was I think more of the White Ranger. I don't know. I got more attached to the White Ranger than the Green one, but.
More people are attaching them to the Green Ranger.
Yeah,
like a lot of the memes, or not memes, but like a lot of those.
I think white. It's divided between white and green.
Not really.
I've seen Green one was like the
I've seen more.
one,
I've seen more like memory pictures from him when he's in a Green Ranger costume.
You know what's crazy?
I think it's more old school people.
I think the I always had this in my head. I always wanted to get the White Ranger's sword tatted. So I think I am gonna do it now. You know, the sword was called Saba. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, it's like a dagger, right?
It's like a dagger, yeah. But then you also have the flute for it. That was a dagger. That was more of a dagger. So now I think I'm gonna do it. So I mean, just for anybody out there who's dealing with mental issues, there's help out there.
Yeah, just hit up Lalo.
Yeah, I mean, or Turkey.
No, not just Lalo.
Yeah, we're not licensed for that. But yeah, there's help out there. I had a brother who had a little, who went through it. So he's still okay. He's doing okay. Okay, he's doing good. He's really doing real good. I'm sorry. And so, yeah, I just wanted to say, it sucks to lose a love like that.
Yeah, he really morphed this time, huh?
He really, really did. Yeah, dude, I do. I saw Amy Jo Johnson, the one that played the Pink Ranger, Kimberly.
Oh yeah.
She posted a video on. She did like a live Instagram.
Didn't they actually date in real life?
No, I don't think they did. No, they didn't date in real life. I think if they were together, they would still been. He still would have been alive. Cause was it? I think you sent me a thing where like he was going through like a.
Yeah, like a tough divorce.
Like a tough
he just got over a tough divorce
but he's been going over for years, right?
Yeah, apparently he's been fighting this this legal case with his ex-wife, and I guess it just finished not too long ago. That's why I guess he just finished his life too.
Yeah, that's wild, man. I mean, yeah, I don't want to get too sad about it, but yeah, crazy ass fucking thing. But to close this podcast, I want to ask you one question.
What happened?
What if you were to have a girlfriend, or potentially just talking to somebody? When do you know? What I mean, do you think that a fart is like the perfect bridge for you to say, "Hey, this is the girl I want," or the
what?
Maybe I'm asking this question wrong.
Are we getting into your fucking kinks or what?
Yeah, I'm getting into the kink. I just wanted to say, like, watch.
What do you mean?
Like, let's say you're dating somebody, and then she farts. Like, do you like? And then she doesn't even like. She just wants to see how you feel about it. Like, do you feel like that's like a perfect way for me like to know where in the relationship you're in? Because I mean, a fart it's like almost like a great trust,
Yeah.
Like, for me to fart around friends is cool, but fart in front of a girlfriend.
Yeah, I guess I see where you're going, but like at the same time, it's like, yeah, I think it just means that.
You think there's a greater bond after that, or do you think?
No, I think they just feel like they trust you at some point, right?
Right.
I don't know. I guess.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm trying to get to. Like, so, like you're saying, if a girl farts in front of you, I feel like
she feels comfortable around you.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I wanted to kind of just know.
Yeah.
I know we were closing topic, but I just wanted to know because I don't know. I just wanted to know. Well, with that being said, everybody, happy Thanksgiving. I know this is on Saturday now, or next week if you want to listen to this. So happy Thanksgiving. Hope you all have a good Thanksgiving weekend. Make sure if you guys eat enough for everybody. Looking forward to smashed potatoes.
I don't know if there's gonna be smashed. Well, your mom is probably gonna have some. Right?
Nah, my mom was making like pozole.
What is your mom making?
Just pozole.
She's making pozole this week?
Pozole and some other little things. My family this year are not doing a big thing, so.
Oh, okay.
Our party's gonna go out there for a bit, hit up with your family, and then from there.
Let me know. You probably pick me up.
If anything, go with me, and then we go with you to your family.
I don't want to get there full.
We don't have to. We're not gonna eat a lot
because I don't want to tell your mom no because you know what I mean. It's like, why am I gonna go there and not eat? And then I don't want to go over here all full.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I don't want to be disrespectful.
You're not gonna be. You're disrespectful not by turning me down. By not you're not going because you have food.
Because I don't want to go there and be like, oh, you know what, I'm gonna go eat later. You know, like I don't want to eat too much or like.
This is part of Thanksgiving. You know, like you have to be with families, and you're like my brother, so it'd be nice for you to come.
We'll see. We'll see.
All right. So any Thanksgiving?
Hey guys, be safe out there. Take care of each other. Love each other. And slap each other once in a while. You know,
Turkey slapped me earlier. So
if you're into that, slap each other a little bit. But just be safe out there. Don't get too close to stray dogs because sometimes they might give you puppy eyes, but they might fucking bite you sometimes. And that you could adapt that to real life humans sometimes too.
Like a wild turkey.
Yeah.
Oh man, I should have brought that story up where you went wild on me.
No. We're gonna keep that.
It's almost the anniversary.
We're gonna keep that in the vault.
It's the anniversary.
By the way, I got bitten by a dog that night.
Yes, you did.
Towards the end of the night, we're all fucked up, and I guess we were walking back to the car or something, and we're like, oh, we're just talking, and out of nowhere, this person's fucking dog fucking bites me in the ass.
That person was my cousin. So,
and then I was like, hello, hey, what happened? The dog just bit me.
And then, I think it bit your leg, right?
No, my ass.
Yeah.
It bit my ass.
Yeah.
It just went for a bite.
That's what you get.
And then I was like, hey, dude, the dog just bit me. And then you guys just laughed it off like nothing happened.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh, this is what Me Too feels like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you say it's your truth and you're laughed at.
That's funny, dude. I remember that. Oh man. Well, that's a good way to end this.
And yeah, have a good weekend. Take care out there. Take care of your friends, your family. Everybody is really close to you. You know, just take really good care of them. Give them a nice warm hug, and tell them that you love them.
And also, COVID is rising again, so be safe out there with your families. If you're sick, you're not eating shit.
COVID does not exist. COVID.
This is when we get another COVID flagged up.
Yeah. No, I was just playing. Be safe out there and have a good one.
All right, guys. For that
Take care.
said, thank you on joining us on this Thanksgiving special. Peace.
Bye.